Good morning. It is so good to be back. I had a very stressful last 2 months and I almost feel like I wasn't present for my life. I wasn't really enjoying it. I feel like I couldn't make as deep videos as I would want it to because I was just struggling keeping my head above the water. But things have slowed down now. I have mindfully chosen to say no to many things so that I can focus on what is most important. And after I've had a proper few days of rest where I did nothing, I would like to start over and reset everything again, show you how I plan, how I organize my life, and how I get into a good mood and routine to be productive, but also to enjoy myself more and to be present. And the first thing that I think I'm going to make is some tea. It takes about 5 minutes to get ready. I don't know why talking about tea makes me British. I feel like it's only proper. But I've been drinking a lot more tea. I still have 1 coffee in the morning because that's when it doesn't really affect me badly. So I have that and then I start having tea. It replaces the habit of coffee. It makes me feel present, enjoy the taste. I asked for herbal and fruity teas that are a bit naturally sweet, and we tried all of those. So far I have a statement of chamomile, oolong tea and apple pudding, so that's why I've been having a bunch of tea. Doing yoga is the best way to wait for your tea to get cold. I actually wanted to do yoga every day this year, but I failed in the last 2 months and I thought it would be very bad. But actually getting back on the mat is like riding a bicycle. I feel a lot of the flexibility that I have is still there and a lot of the balance. So I've been feeling that in my daily life as well. Whenever we've been hiking or climbing something, I have so much more balance, and mentally it just feels good because when you're in flow, you don't think about other things and you're also doing something good for your body, and it's not cardio. To me, it's very important that it's not cardio. Now that I'm done, I'm going to have another cup of tea and share a few very important things with you. The first one is the channel that has helped me through my stressful times recently, and that is the channel of Mr. Hines. He has very wholesome content about self-love, self-care, meditation, mindset, all of these things. He has the calmest voice and it just works wonders. And the other really important thing is I have this fatalist tendencies when I'm feeling sad or tired after doing a lot of work. And I think I'm not good for anything. Where is this even all going? And through observation, I learned that in such times, you should just rest. Drop everything and rest really mindfully. And the next day, 100% of the times, you wake up a different person. And even if you don't just keep going, you may have the thought, okay, I can change this and make it work, but it's not going to be this fatalist you. After that, I went for a walk to enjoy the morning sun and show you an application that I have been loving called Endel. Endel creates a personalized soundscape for pretty much any situation you could be in, and in this case, I turned it on for the mindful walking mode so I could focus on my surroundings and get some relaxation out of my time outside, with the added bonus of getting my steps counted. This app uses artificial intelligence to generate a musical soundscape that matches exactly to you and whatever is happening around you, considering the weather, the time of day, the amount of light, your natural highs and lows in energy, and even your heartbeat if you have a smartwatch connected, which I do. So it was incredible to feel the music get more intense as my heart started pumping stronger. I reached out to Endel to get you a free trial, and they offered me a free 1-month subscription with my code in the description below, so you can try it out for yourself. Now at this point on a reset day, I would usually go and clean up my whole space and organize everything, but I actually did that on my rest day yesterday because to me that is rest. I get to call a friend or my parents. So I did that yesterday and now I can just get started. I'm going to pour some water next and sit down on my desk. I have some simple to-dos that I start off with every day, and one of them is taking my multivitamins. Pretty much anyone who isn't eating a perfect diet should probably get some of these, so here's your reminder. I'm going to do the one thing that got me through the stressful times the very most, my weekly planning. It consists of 2 parts. Part 1 is a massive brain dump of anything that comes to my mind that I have to do. And part 2 is scheduling that, time blocking that into my Google Calendar. I mostly try to have 1 or 2 or several hour blocks of a general thing that I have to do. For example, create a video or edit a video, nothing more exact than that, so that I do have some freedom and it doesn't feel very rigid. One thing I like to do when I have to focus and get things done on time is to turn on Endel in focusing mode. Recently, it's been updated with at least 4 different versions, one for studying, one for more mindful focus, a classic focusing music, and a more electronic vibe, and it even comes with an activity timer that can alert you when your time is up. But I actually already had the whole jug of tea, which is about 1 liter. And then I had this, which is about 750 milliliters. So that's almost all of the water for the day. And if I click on the date, I can see what I have to do today. So I set up another classic focusing session for the rest of my planning and saw that it's normal for my energy to be fading a little at this point, which is kind of comforting. Now I want to update my Notion because it's become really useful to me. I literally have everything in there. I have friends' wish lists for their birthdays. If they mention something while we're walking, I'll write them down in a list in Notion. I have book notes there, video ideas, quotes, things that inspire me, things that I have to do. Any lists for anything, any projects, I have them in there, and they are all modeled in a way that is very clear to understand. And if you regularly update your Notion, then it will be all that you need for a knowledge base. It took a while, but to have that level of organization when you need it is really worth it. One thing I like to do regularly on my resets is to organize my computer files and back up anything significant. Remember, backups are important. For now, mine are mostly on these physical SSD drives, and I'm okay with that. Something else that is really important for a reset day, but really for any day, is socializing. I have started doing some Zoom yoga classes with a few local people during these strange times, and it is always such a refreshing way to end a long day by doing something together, which is both relaxing and energizing at the same time, and also something with my cat. Finally, this is the daily habit that signals me to slow down for the day: meditation. Our meditation group on Insight Timer is still going strong for 200 days in a row, and you can join us anytime with the link in the description for free forever and have a chat with us. You should include something purely for fun into every single day, so we continued our rewatch of the OC that night. We are currently on season 4 and it's a bit of a struggle train, but I have been loving it, and also it's a classic. I just wanted to say how nice it feels to see where your time is going like this, and as well as the to-do list, being able to do that once per week and then just update with whatever small things comes ahead is very relieving, and it gets you very organized. So I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you got inspired. Maybe you can do your own reset/productive day, and let me know how that goes, and I will see you next week.